Praise to the gods and peace to the elements. Hey world, it's your girl coming in here, and I'm actually sitting at the airport, and I figured, you know what, I did not do my video for today, so I wanted to go ahead and do that really quickly while I'm sitting here before I go off. And I also wanted to say I am so thankful to each and every single one of you. We are now passing that Thanksgiving season, but thank you so much for allowing me to share my gift and educating and speaking about herbs and ways to heal the body. Trust me, I'm so grateful for the ability to shine this light towards all of y'all. Okay, now per usual, let's get into today's topic. Now, I wanted to talk about adaptogens and how to use them in sports and recovery and every aspect of your lives as it relates to that. Now, you might have heard about the term of adaptogens being tossed around. You might have even heard it in my past videos, but what exactly are adaptogens, right? And why should athletes care about them? So let's pull up to the whole concept of that, and let's kind of get to the core of it, right? So at the core, adaptogens are natural substances, usually plants or mushrooms, that help your body adapt to stress. And no, I don't mean just like the stress of cramming for finals or dealing with traffic, right? I'm talking about all kinds of stress, physical, emotional, environmental. Think of adaptogens like your body's personal stress regulators. They don't suppress or overactivate your systems, but rather bring them back to balance, or what we call homeostasis. Now, for athletes, this is a game changer. Training and competing places a huge, enormous stress on your body, physically, mentally, and hormonally. And when you're in the gym pushing your limits, or in the field, right, if you're pushing at any point, adaptogens work in the background to actually help your body handle that stress more efficiently. Now, one of the most well-known adaptogens is ashwagandha, and you'll hear me say that quite a bit. This herb has been studied extensively, and the science behind it is pretty wild. Like, for instance, it helps regulate cortisol levels, which is your body's primary stress hormone. Now, high cortisol levels over time can actually break down muscle tissue, disrupt sleep, and tank your energy levels, like, through the roof. And all this, all things that you just don't want as an athlete, basically. But ashwagandha has been actually shown to reduce cortisol levels and improve VO2 max, which is a measure of your endurance capacity. Now, essentially, it helps you go harder for longer while recovering faster. Pause. All right, now there's also herbs like Rhodiola rosea, which is another superstar adaptogen. It's like that secret weapon for mental and physical fatigue. Studies have shown that rhodiola can actually improve oxygen efficiency, which means your body uses oxygen more effectively during high-intensity exercises. And when you're pushing through a grueling game or training session, that means that there's less perceived effort and more gas in the tank. And I can't even talk about adaptogens, right, without mentioning cordyceps mushrooms. Now, these are like that ultimate endurance booster. They actually increase the production of ATP, which is also adenosine triphosphate. And it's basically your body's energy currency. Now, in sports terms, more ATP means more power, more explosiveness, and better stamina. Now, one study that was found talking about cordyceps actually improved aerobic performance in athletes over a 6-week period. And that's not just a placebo effect. That's actually biochemistry at work. Now, what's also cool about adaptogens is that they're not just about performance, they also support recovery, which is just as crucial, if not more. The more time you spend training, the better you need recovery, okay? Now, take holy basil, for example. This adaptogen helps reduce inflammation and oxidative stress. Oh my gosh, I can't say that word, right? Which these are all natural byproducts of intense exercise. Now, less inflammation means faster recovery, less soreness, and a lower chance of injury. And let's not forget the mental side of things. Adaptogens like ginseng and lion's mane can actually sharpen your focus and reduce anxiety. Now, as an athlete, mental clarity is just as important as physical conditioning, whether you're visualizing your game plan, staying focused during high-pressure moments, or balancing back from a tough loss. These adaptogens can actually help you in the zone. Now, here's like the nerdy part that I think is actually pretty cool. So adaptogens don't work in one specific way, right? They interact with your hypothalamic pituitary adrenal. Try saying that 5 times fast, right? Also known as your HPA axis. Basically, it's the command center of your stress response and your sympathetic Oh my gosh, all these words. Oh my gosh. Okay. Sympathoadrenal system. And no, I am not editing this. You're going to get all of this, all right? And that's basically responsible for your fight or flight responses. By modulating these systems, adaptogens help your body respond to stress more efficiently, meaning you're less likely to experience that burnout or crash that comes from overtraining. But here's the thing, adaptogens aren't magic. They actually work best when they're a part of a well-rounded nutrition and training program. So if your sleep, hydration, and basic nutrients are out of whack, adaptogens won't save the day. Think of them as like that cherry on top. It's a powerful tool to take you from good to great. Now, before you slide in my DMs asking me about how do you get your body there, and how do you know if your body is primed to absorb adaptogens, don't worry, I got you. Okay? So keep this, how to get your body primed and ready to take adaptogens. So they actually work at their full highest potential, honestly. How everyone should actually kind of start, right? And side note, actually, way too often people come to me ready for the solution but haven't done the work to help that solution work for them at its highest levels. And that's because, let's be real, you can take all the adaptogens you want, but if your body isn't in the right state to absorb and utilize them, you're not going to see the results you're after. It's like putting premium gas into your car with a clogged engine. It's just not going to run smoothly. So first things first, your gut health, right? This is your foundation. Adaptogens are absorbed through your digestive system. So if your gut is struggling, they're not going to be as effective. First, you may want to start with a gut detox or even a full digestion organ detox, right? Depending on where you are and how bad things are in your system. Now, I can go back a step even there. If you haven't been pooping on a regular, you might even need to go get a hydrocolonic therapy session, start to clear out the waste, right? Did you know that, side note, the body can actually literally hold up to 20 pounds of waste products in the body at any given time? Yeah, gross, right? So you might want to start off by clearing out the waste, then you move into a detox, and after that you may want to make sure that you're eating a clean, balanced diet with plenty of fiber to keep things moving. Then you start taking probiotic-rich foods like yogurt or fermented vegetables that can help balance the gut microbiome, and that's key for nutrient absorption. Now remember this, a happy gut equals better adaptogen absorption, and that's just plain and simple. Next, let's talk about hydration, right? So adaptogens are processed by your body just like any other nutrient, and water is a crucial part of that process. If you're dehydrated, your body can't metabolize or transport those adaptogenic compounds effectively. So you want to make sure that you're drinking plenty of water throughout the day, especially if you're training hard. Now, bonus points if you add a pinch of salt or electrolyte mix to your water to stay balanced. Now, I also personally add in aloe with my water to boost hydration levels, so that's just something I do. Now, this one might surprise you also, but it's stress management. Yes, adaptogens can help you handle stress, but if your stress levels are through the roof when you start taking them, it's like asking them to fight a wildfire with a garden hose. Simple practices like deep breathing, mindfulness, or even a 5-minute stretch session can actually bring your stress baseline down. So giving adaptogens a better chance to do their job. Now here's a slight plug for my homegirl who actually does somatic breath work, and she can teach you how to release some of that stress prior to even starting to take the herbs, and I'll go ahead and tag her in the description below. Now another big one is sleep. Adaptogens work hand in hand with your natural body rhythms, and so where sleep is much more, that's where the magic kind of typically happens, and especially if you're following your natural rhythm, okay? The terms of sleep, recovery, rejuvenation all kind of go hand in hand with sleep and the adaptation of that. So if you're not getting at least about 7 to 8 quality hours of sleep, adaptogens will still help, but you're kind of tying one arm behind your back. So set aside bedtime routine, no screens before bed, dim the lights, and even maybe try an adaptogen like Ashwagandha or Holy Basil in the evenings to help you wind down. People have also used kava. And here's something that I feel people times often overlooked, right? Consistency. Your body needs to adjust to adaptogens. So don't expect to feel like a superhero after one dose. Now, you may get like a surge of happiness, which can either be one of two things, right? The placebo effect causes it, which, yes, that's important. And or two, your body just may absorb it quickly, so you have a massive uptake, but eventually that'll wash out, so you have to manage it appropriately. Think of adaptogens really as like the building blocks, right? You need to take them regularly over a period of weeks to really see and feel the benefits. It's not about taking them when you're in crisis. It's about supporting your body day to day so you're more resilient over time. Now, lastly, don't forget timing and pairing. Some adaptogens like cordyceps or rhodiola work best earlier in the day because they can give you a natural energy boost. Others like ashwagandha and holy basil are actually better in the evenings because they actually help calm your system. And here's also another tip. If you pair adaptogens with healthy fats or proteins, these help your body absorb the active compounds more effectively. So you're getting the most bang for your buck during the time. So basically, to sum it up, take care of your gut, stay hydrated, manage your stress, prioritize your sleep, be consistent, and think about timing and pairing. And when your body is running like a well-oiled machine, adaptogens can really shine, and you'll notice the difference in your energy, recovery, and even resilience. So give your body the tools it needs, and those adaptogens will work to go to work for you like the pros they are. So if you're an athlete looking to level up your game, whether it's endurance, recovery, focus, or just handling that grind of daily training, adaptogens might be worth exploring. So just remember to do your research on your own, right? And as always, consult with a professional before adding anything new into your routine. And yeah, so that's like my nerdy dive into the world of adaptogens, and I hope this gives you better understanding of how these incredible substances can help support not just your performance, but your overall resilience as an athlete. Any questions? Because trust me, I can talk about this all day, and I think my plane is going to be boarding soon, so hopefully y'all got something out of this. And if you ever need herbs, here's a plug for myself. You can always go to my website, thatstuffnutrition.com, and we definitely have those mushrooms and the cordyceps and all the different ashwagandhas, and you can get holy basil. You can get a whole concoction if you actually wanted to, if you want to reach out to me. So with that said, I'm going to go ahead and let y'all go. Love each and every single one of you. Once again, I am thankful to each and every single one of you. Thank you for allowing me to be my best self for you, to shine my light. And thank y'all for being the best part of me. So peace, love, and light. Ciao for now.